psychotic murderer, Father?
Why are you a disappointment, Michael?
Because you're a psychotic murderer, Father.
Touche, Michael! Touche!
So...
Can't a guy just want to kill innocent children for the fun of it?
Can't a guy just get through his night shift without having to deal with his psychotic murderer, Father?
You're very contrarian today, Michael.
Just answer the question, Father.
I killed those kids because I was just so sad about your brother's death, Michael. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
You're not beating the bad parent allegations, Father.
To be fair, Crying Child Afton was part of it.
One day we'll remember his actual name.
Mostly I just wanted to try and recreate what happened to your brother by killing a bunch of kids and stuffing them into animatronics.
How was that supposed to recreate what happened to the crying child? Also, what do you even mean by that? Didn't he just, die after the whole getting his head chomped thing?
Oh, Michael. No one in FNAF ever really dies. We always come back.
So, the crying child does possess Fredbear.
I'm not brave enough to neither confirm nor deny that.
So he just haunts the narrative then? Like his soul or agony or whatever? Just plagues Freddy's?
I'm not brave enough to neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, shut up.
Who is it?
Hello?
Mr. Phone Guy FNAF!
Hello, Mr. Afton. Sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if I could...
I love you, Phone Guy!
Oh, well, I'm flattered, Mr. Afton. Thank you.
I mean it! You're a wonderful employee! As a matter of fact, you're my favorite employee!
I'm glad to hear it, sir. I try my best to meet the company's standard.
I know you do, Mr. Phone Guy. That's why you're the employee of the month, every month. It's like that one scene from SpongeBob, with the wall of portraits that are all SpongeBob. We literally have that, but it's your cute little phone head in each photo frame.
I know, sir. It's why the other employees hired a hit squad to try and kill me. Anyway, I was just calling to ask if you could...
I wish my wife was as committed to our marriage as you are to your job, Phone Guy. She still gets on my ass for the alleged murder of those kids that went missing a few years ago.
You mean last week?
Time flies by when you're having fun. Anyway, despite our insistence that I engage with the family members that aren't dead yet, which is just her and Michael now, I decided to opt for the more efficient approach.
What would that be, sir?
Ignoring them entirely and focusing only on my work and business, of course. After all, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
Are you sure that's the best idea, sir? They're your family, after all.
Don't question the guy who writes your paychecks, Phone Guy. You don't want to not be my favorite employee anymore.
Speaking of, sir, I wanted to ask you about that. Could I, get a raise?
Your daughter will die.
What?
Guess what, Michael?
I don't want to.
It was me, Michael!
One day, Father. One day.
I sabotaged Steel Wool Studios so that Secret of the Mimic VR would be total dog water on launch!
I couldn't care less about that. And at this point, I don't know a FNAF fan that would.
It was me, Michael! I created the Spanish flu that wiped out a third of the population in 1918! It was me, Michael! I'm the man that assassinated Abraham Lincoln at Ford Theater in 1865!
Literally impossible.
It was me, Michael! I released the plague that massacred 50 million people from 1346 to 1353!
If you're responsible for the Black Death, you'd literally have to be hundreds of years old, Father.
And I looked so good for my age. Anyway, it was me, Michael. I ate the last chocolate pudding in the fridge.
You mean the one with my name on it?
Duh! What other chocolate pudding would I have eaten? Greetings, my AF twins! Today we'll be ranking the toy animatronics from FNAF 2. There's quite a few to list, so let's get right into it, fellas. Toy Footy, A tier! Now I know what you're thinking. Springtrap! Toy Footy is fat and dumb. Why would you put him in A tier? Although he is most certainly a chud, he's a gamer chud. This guy canonically plays video games in his mother's basement, and he's specifically a PC gamer. I can't help but find that hilarious. Toy Bonnie, C tier. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you fellas. This guy is just a furry twink. He's pretty much the equivalent of Bonnie from FNAF 1. He's the first animatronic that moves in the game, and he's most likely the first animatronic you'll have to defend against. His mechanic is incredibly simple, which, to be fair, more than half the threats in this game share the same mechanic anyway, so I suppose that isn't his fault. Still though, personally, I don't even find him that creepy. Toy Chica, on the other hand, S tier. Look, I won't beat around the bush, AF twins. Toy Chica is absolutely Gooner bait, and furry bait, come to think of it. I can't lie either. I'd absolutely smash the hell out of this robot. Call me William Afton. The way I'd stuff a kid into this thing. Wait a minute. I am William Afton. Mangle. S tier. Now I know they aren't actually supposed to be a mess of metal and wires, but being the psychopath I am, I low-key think Mangle looks better this way. They're way more intimidating and awful like this. I have no clue how Mangle is able to crawl around on the ceiling and walls, but hey, if it makes them a more efficient killing machine, you get 'em, AF twin. The puppet, B tier. Theoretically, I should hate this thing way more, since she tries getting in my way and she's like the protector of the kids I killed, or something. Here's the thing though, the puppet low-key sucks at her job. If her goal is to stop me from killing kids, or to protect the other ghosts, she doesn't do a very good job at either of those things. If anything, it's kind of just laughable, and anything that makes me laugh gets points. Plus, the puppet has a very simple but effective design. Balloon Boy. Do I even need to say it? It's Balloon Boy for crying out loud. S tier. I'm just kidding, AF twins. We all know where this chud child goes. F tier.
Hey Axo, do you happen to know where the last battery is?
I can find it for you. One sec. Let me just check on the other players, and...
Wait, other players? Don't you have a camera tablet? I thought you were playing security.
Ow!
So when you said you'd help me find the battery, Axo...
You forgot to mention you were fucking dead!
My bad.
Michael!
I'm not giving you the Wi-Fi.
What happens if a different Viltrumite gets sent to Earth instead of Omni-Man? Would they destroy the planet immediately? Or somehow make the same strange choices Nolan did? Because once you really compare Nolan to the rest of the Viltrum Empire, you start realizing just how unusual he actually was. Let's start with the absolute last person you would ever want making first contact, Conquest. Conquest was never built for infiltration. The man wouldn't know subtlety if it hit him with a Viltrumite warship. To him, the very idea of blending in is a joke. He's a sledgehammer, and every planet in the universe looks like a nail. So in this timeline, Omni-Man's whole secret identity phase never happens. Conquest doesn't get a civilian day job, learn the language, or spend years pretending to be a smiling superhero. The moment he arrives on Earth, he drops straight from orbit into the middle of a major city. Entire blocks vanish on impact. And while people are still trying to understand what just happened, Conquest is already standing in the crater, cracking his knuckles and waiting to see what the strongest things on the planet are going to do about it. Naturally, the original Guardians of the Globe answer the call, but here's where things change. Nolan ambushed the Guardians because he knew they were a legitimate threat if they coordinated properly. Conquest doesn't care. He fights the Guardians head-on, in broad daylight, taking on Earth's strongest heroes all at once. And we have to be realistic here. Conquest does not hold back. He doesn't spare them to train or test their potential. He brutally and systematically tears Earth's greatest defenders apart, laughing through the entire bloodbath. By all logic, the war should end right there on day one. Earth is defenseless, and the planet should already belong to the Viltrum Empire. But humanity doesn't just roll over. Cecil Stedman hits the absolute panic button, and the Global Defense Agency throws everything they have at conquest. Experimental orbital lasers, bioengineered kaiju, Sinclair's Reanimen, unstable superhumans, anything they think might leave a scratch on this guy. And that's when something clicks inside Conquest's battle-rotted brain. If he glasses the planet right now, the fun ends. He gets one good afternoon of slaughter, and then spends the next few centuries babysitting a dead world. But Earth isn't just another target anymore. It's a planet filled with desperate lunatics willing to build suicidal weapons just to scratch his armor. An endless revolving buffet of violence. So Conquest doesn't conquer Earth in the traditional sense. He turns the entire planet into his personal hunting ground. He ignores governments, militaries, and politics entirely, almost daring humanity to keep building deadlier weapons and stronger superhumans just so he can enjoy breaking them later. And the absolute most ironic part of this timeline? Conquest actually ends up protecting Earth from outside threats. When the Flaxans, the Sequids, or random alien armadas try to invade, Conquest tears their fleets out of the sky. Not because he suddenly values human life, but because nobody else in the universe is allowed to play with his toys. But transitioning from a mindless conqueror into something closer to a twisted protector doesn't happen overnight. At first, Conquest struggles with the boredom. He spends years waiting for challengers, fighting the same weak opponents, and battling the Viltrumite instincts telling him to just glass the planet and move on. But eventually, something changes. During one of his brutal, blood-soaked fights, he meets a human woman with enough guts to spit blood in his face after he tells her to stay down. And to Conquest, that is fascinating. Because on Viltrum, weakness means death. But humans keep getting back up. They fight when they should run and survive things that should kill them. And somewhere along the way, Conquest falls for her in his own violent, hyper-aggressive way. They have a child, and for the first time in his life, Conquest trains someone not to serve the Empire, but because he genuinely wants an equal rival. So when the Viltrumite armada finally arrives on Earth expecting a neatly conquered planet, Conquest just cracks his knuckles, spits on the ground, and tells them to back off. These humans are his. They still haven't managed to beat him yet, and he's not about to let some arrogant, desk-bound generals ruin the greatest fight of his entire life. Through pure, unfiltered bloodlust, Conquest accidentally becomes Earth's most terrifying and unbreakable shield. If a brute like Conquest can be swayed by a good fight, then what happens when the Viltrumite sent to Earth is someone obsessed with discipline, weapon mastery, and bloodshed? Enter Thula. She is an enforcer to her absolute core. She respects honor, combat, and absolutely nothing else. Politics, stealth, and civilian integration are completely off the table. So Thula skips the superhero act entirely. Picture her landing right in front of the United Nations, slamming her massive hairblade into the pavement and demanding a trial by combat against Earth's greatest warriors. Naturally, the Guardians accept the challenge. They think their teamwork and numbers give them the advantage. They are dead wrong. Thula cuts through them with terrifying surgical precision, then leaves their bodies out in the open to show the world that resisting her is mathematically pointless. But here's where things shift. Because Thula only respects strength, discipline, and execution, humanity doesn't fully surrender. Instead, Cecil takes the Global Defense Agency underground, kicking off a brutal, decades-long guerrilla war. And strangely enough, Thula loves it. She watches fragile humans fight back with ambushes, traps, and pure, unfiltered spite. And slowly, she stops seeing them as insects. She starts seeing warriors. Eventually, Thula reshapes the entire planet around her own twisted version of Viltrumite honor. She creates a brutal global military system inspired by an alien form.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. Me.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, he told me that the life of my dreams would be promised and someday be.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, life goes on and on and on and on and
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, me when your mom. Me when...
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Vanessa, I'm taking a chance because I like you a lot. Gonna give it a shot. Give it all that I got.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Shut your mouth! I'm listening to music! Don't be shy, go hands out, shake your body like a belly dancer!
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Go cry about it, bitch.
How you... Oh my god, no, not Monty, not Monty, not Monty, not Monty. I can't stop Monty, I can't stop Monty. Freddy, Freddy, please, Freddy, Freddy, now, Freddy, now, Freddy! 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 Freddy, I need you right now! Please be... oh god, that's not Freddy. Freddy! 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 No! Oh, no! Freddy! Freddy! Freddy, please. Oh my god, no! Not like this. Not like this. Please. Give me in. Freddy! Freddy, you bitch! Freddy! Freddy! Freddy, don't wait your turn. God damn it. Freddy. Freddy? What? Oh my god, no. Not like this. Freddy! Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You cannot be serious. Freddy! Oh my god, Freddy! Freddy, you bastard!
I'm putting you in time.
What the heck? What is this place? Where am I?
You are the best. When I first met you, I thought you were weird and annoying. And you are.
You just got roasted!
Oh, Gregory.
Look at this new flashlight I found.
Way to go, superstar! What else does it do?
What do you mean, what else does it do?
Well, I know it's a flashlight, but what else does it do? Is it really... Oh my... Oh, Gregory.
Look at this new flashlight I found.